Yeah.
Definitely from quarter time onwards, you must be delighted to finish the final four again.
100%. Yeah, we wrapped, of course. I thought that probably the first maybe 5 minutes, Fremantle kind of just looked a bit sharper out of the blocks. But yeah, the group responded really well and just sort of worked their way through. And then clearly the second quarter broke the game open. From there, it was pretty even tussle. But yeah, no, we're very, very happy with that outcome.
And how did you do that in the second quarter? Because you were kicking into there was a hot northerly kicking into.
It was. There was obviously a little bit of a breeze, but I feel like it was more across the ground, and it did tend to die as the game wore on. So, that quarter was clearly the one that made the difference on the scoreboard, and but we didn't do anything different. In answer to your question, we just played. So.
How do you see your conversion in attack? I know that's been the theme.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so we're getting there. What was really pleasing, I thought Caitlin Gould's game was outstanding, but she got no reward. Whereas other weeks she's been clunking everything. Whereas to their credit, Fremantle defended her really strongly. But her contest enabled our smalls to get into the game. That's probably something which hasn't happened a hell of a lot during the course of the season. So yeah, that was a nice aspect of the game. And yeah, hopefully Gouldy recognises that her part in that is really significant. And the smalls probably said, well, thank goodness she actually dropped a couple, because up until now she's been catching everything. So, but yeah, no, it was good. The front end was better.
And Min Strong's probably the biggest ruck task going around at the moment. How do you see Jess Allen's game against her?
No, obviously thought it was still a really good battle. I think they got us in the centre. We got them around ground stoppage, and then probably the aerial battle was probably about square. So, but Jess has had a really, really strong season, and I know that she was really looking forward to the challenge of playing against a strong opponent. So I don't know who got the points, but it was significant that Jess had a strong game.
How do you ensure, obviously, conditions today with a game to back up? How do you sort of shake this one off? Because it's going to be really tough for the girl.
No, there was tough conditions. Absolutely, both teams. We used. I think we'd churned through 47, 48 rotations by three-quarter time, so we had to manage that a little bit in the last. But I haven't got the schedule yet, but I imagine we'll have a 7-day break, and they are, they're very fit. They work really hard, and so on a 7-day break, I don't see it being a massive issue at all. And you get to this point of the season, the reality is you've done the bulk of the work that you need to do. So we'll still train, with some intensity on Wednesday, but yeah, the rest of the week we'll have a fairly recovery-based focus.
The Lions have troubled you at the point.
Yeah, they've got
in the past.
They got us a few times. So well, we've been around the mark. So the good news is we don't have to play a hell of a lot better, I don't believe. But clearly, yeah, they've got an outstanding record. They've got some threats right across the ground. I reckon it'll be a pretty good game, and hopefully we can learn some of the lessons of previous encounters, and including earlier in the season. We just didn't quite close out the last sort of 3 or 4 minutes of that game as well as we would have liked. So, but the starting point will be to bring our contest and make sure we give ourselves a chance. So, as I said, all of the games that we've played against them, we haven't always got the outcome, but if in terms of the neutral observer, they've been pretty good contests. So I'd imagine it should be something similar.
How's Danielle Fonta tracking? Has she had to manage that ankle, or is she 100%?
No, she's right to roll now. Yeah, so even post, obviously when she heard it, we were a little bit apprehensive, but probably within 2 or 3 days we were really confident that she was going to get up for last week, and then this week's been a pretty normal week for her. So no, that one's in the past, thankfully.
Can you appreciate the blockbuster sort of rivalry being in it with the Lions? I mean, or as a neutral. Obviously, it's great to watch.
Yeah.
Do you appreciate?
I think rivalries are amazing in sport, and this one has got a bit in it. I think this whole final series is shaken out really well. It highlights the standard of the competition, broadly, is just keeping on elevating. But yeah, clearly, we've played Brisbane in big games across the journey many times, and this will be no different. So yeah, it should be fun.
And got through unscathed today?
I believe so, yeah. So happy. Hot day, but everyone managed to come out of it okay.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.